Hello. Welcome once again to another broadcast of What Nobody Told Me After 65. Well, it's the lady on the go, the lady in the know, Miss Info. This is the Information Nation, where knowledge is shared and wisdom exchanged for the betterment of a people. Let's get started. STDs and seniors. This is a repeat or a pile on from an earlier broadcast I did where somebody said, "You're not talking about..." I talked about seniors and sex. That's what happened. And one of the viewers said, "You didn't talk about STDs." I mentioned it and I slid past it because the numbers were outrageous. When I tell you, I was floored. I couldn't even fix my mouth to say some of the numbers that I was seeing. And so I decided today, I'm going to take this, I'm going to handle this, I'm going to grab it by the horns and give it some life. And then you do what you need to do. Share the information. Talk to your loved ones. Because this is an epidemic. An epidemic. Now, sexual activity is an important part of health and well-being. Hands down. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, on October 8th of 2019, that's just 5 years ago, they published an article that said the number of cases of gonorrhea rose by 164% among Americans aged 55 and older. That's almost double, triple, 164%. So 100% is 100 more of what you had. And then 64 added on to that, almost 200%. Come on. Between 2014 and 2018, 4 years worth of data, cases of syphilis rose 120%, and chlamydia 86% in the same age group. Why? This is clearly unprotected sex. Because if you're protected, you're not getting this stuff, right? The actual numbers of STD among young people ages 15 to 29 are in the millions. Millions. Jesus, take the wheel. That's unprotected sex. That's unprotected sex. That's in the millions. And I can't deal with that because I'm never going to see 29 again. You young people, take heed. If you listening, you older people, tell you young people. It's in the millions. Start asking questions. Maybe we need to make them carry some kind of card showing the last time the doctor checked you out for this kind of stuff. Millions! Oh, God. All right. But the dramatic increase in STDs among the elderly is mind-blowing. If you think seniors are not having sex, think again. According to a paper published in the Journal of Gerontological Aging. Gerontological aging. I get gerontology, but I'm having trouble with tological. Anyway, it states it's a myth that as we age, we become less sexual or less sexually active. Studies show just the opposite. average people aged 57 to 65, 62% of women surveyed and 85% of men surveyed said they were having sex. People do not become asexual or stop having sex with age. A U.S. study of people aged 75 to 85 who were sexually active, 75 to 85, 54% reported having sex 2 or 3 times a month, and 23% reported 1 or more times a week. I ain't mad at you. It's no laughing matter. It really isn't, because these people are having unprotected sex. Why? You don't know this partner. You just met this man or this woman. You drunk? You on drugs? Cover it up. So why all the hype? What's driving the rise? According to the same report, men are able to remain sexually active longer due to drugs for erectile dysfunction. So, they're able to get it up, and so they want to get it on. For women, vaginal estrogen, lubricants, and moisturizers can, in post-menopausal women, make sex more comfortable. You still got to cover it up. They even make a condom for females. But ain't nobody using them. Okay, so now we know what may have caused the increase in sexual activity, but why sexually transmitted diseases have risen. Why? Retirement homes are cesspools, pardon the expression, for increased sexual activity, especially since men are scarce. You know the stories we hear. Old ladies being raped, or at least not willing participants at first, because your body will betray you. Ain't nobody tap that in a minute. You might become a participant. I'm just saying. Don't get to sending me no messages. Let the truth set you free. Younger, mentally unstable women getting pregnant in these homes. Now, that's sinful. Somebody ought to be castrated. That's my opinion. Women with dementia having sexual fantasies of their former spouse end up in strange men's beds. Now, I didn't say it. This is being reported in some nursing homes. You can't keep Miss Kathy out of every man's bed in there. Sometimes she's in women's beds. Lord have mercy. This is why I didn't want to do this report. This is why. And all these folks think that condoms do not matter. Everyone assumes the old man or the old lady are not doing anything wrong. Remember the statistics? 62% of women and 85% of men ages 57 to 65 are sexually active. That's a lot. Don't get it twisted. They are sexing. Yes. One post said, I went to a couple of places. I didn't even bother to give you the websites, but I'll put it in the comments. One post said, I don't want to think of old wrinklies as having sex. Oh well, get over it, because they are. Old wrinklies. STIs, which are sexually transmitted infections, and STDs, which are sexually transmitted diseases, the numbers are being reported are probably only the tip of the iceberg. You know why? Fear, shame, lack of severe symptoms. They may not even know they're carrying it. And it keeps the true number of cases out of reach. So even with the numbers that are reported, there's many more. And there's not enough education to make it a round table, comfortable subject. Nobody wants to talk about this. But if you don't talk about it, how's somebody going to know? Because symptoms are usually minimized, you can't find them. They're not easily caught in the early stages. Yeah. I can't even read my own writing. I was so angry. By the time I got to this part of the report, I was so angry, I can't even read my own writing. Because symptoms are usually missed, they are not easily caught in the early stages. Why are nursing homes particularly susceptible? In a 2023 report, there was a survey done. 73% of the respondents to this survey between the ages of 57 and 64 were sexually active. 73%. Now, in 2019, I said 5 years ago, according to this study, people who were ages 57 to 65 were 62% active. 2023, we done going up. 62 is about 10%. 53% of ages 65 to 74, so they raised the end of the age up by 10 years, said they were sexually active. 26%, 75 to 85, said they were sexually active. Now, if it's a lie, they told it. I don't think you would lie about something like that. I don't think. All these people lived in retirement or communal living societies for seniors. All those people with that in that survey. However, in nursing homes, you know the difference, right? A senior living community, you're active. You get around, you're still driving, you know, you can get out. In a nursing home, you don't go anywhere unless somebody push you, take you, come in your room and move you around. You're not mobile, mostly. And if you are, you're only walking around in that facility. You're not going out. And whatever is getting you is coming in. In nursing homes, STDs increased 260% from 2008 to 2020. That's only 4 short years ago. Why? Again, why? Perhaps we should look at nursing home policies and negligence. What are the policies in the nursing home? I don't know. I went to a website called boomershub.com, and I'll put it down here. But here's what they said. Most nursing homes are for-profit organizations. I didn't know that. I thought they were nonprofit. And they prefer getting residents into their facilities while being understaffed. They still have to turn a profit. This has led to negligence in nursing homes across the United States. In such cases, sexual abuse takes place, which can lead to STD rates rising. They're understaffed. They're underpaid. And they trying to get a little something on the side. I need to look in the nursing homes. What is the ratio between men and women working there? I used to think it was a higher instance of females, but females can't always pick those patients up. I'm sure they need men in there. Here's another reason why. Misconceptions. So, I can't get pregnant no more, so I'm not going to, what I need a condom for? Wrong. Get something worse than being pregnant. You might want to have a baby if you find out you got chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, HIV, because some of these untreated can lead to HIV. Social stigma. You're embarrassed. Get over it. You old enough. Ain't nobody put no gun up to your head and make you take your clothes off. Aren't you embarrassed about? Get over it already. Misinformation. Because it's limited sex education talk at this age. They figure you know everything. Well, you don't. You don't know everything. You think you know everything. But obviously, with these numbers that are being reported, you don't know jack. You need to stop. Check yourself. If you're in a nursing home, button up your stuff. Cover it up. Paper bag on it. Here's another reason why. Medications for stimulating sex. Viagra, the new pill for the women. By the same token, I read somewhere that with erectile dysfunction, men who have that, if they put a condom on, apparently it does something to their psyche and they lose their erection and the condom comes off. Oh, Lord Jesus. It's like a balloon. When the balloon is full, you can put stuff on it. But when the balloon goes down, whatever you put on it's going to fall off. Yeah. Ladies, pay attention. This is serious business. Your physical health might be another reason why. Because we're living longer. But guess what? Our immune system is weaker. Makes us more prone to disease and infection. More prone. Not less prone. Not, I don't have to put this condom on because I ain't going to get pregnant. I don't have to put this condom on because I ain't going to get her pregnant. Let's get over that already. Here are my final thoughts. The bottom line, now you know. This is the elephant in the room when you're discussing nursing home options with your loved ones. Talk about the elephant in the room. Yes, it's going to be difficult because what parent wants their child or niece or whoever's handling you at that point to be talking to you about sex? But guess what? It's necessary. You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to do it. My final word is spread information and not disease. That's it. Yeah. That's the final word. I knew this was going to make me upset. We ought to know better. And live this long, we ought to know better. But obviously we don't. I hope you're taking this to heart. I'm not going to do this STD thing again. I'm not. You want to run it past somebody, run the video again and again. Because it makes me too upset. And it runs my blood pressure up. Because we should not be having these kind of numbers. And the young people in the millions? Oh, Lord. Now, if you found this information helpful, and you don't think you can talk to your loved one around about it, put me on speakerphone. Put me on speakerphone. I'll talk to them. If you're going to a nursing home, cover it up at all costs, at all times, period. If you're still dating, ask them. Ask them the question, are you sleeping with anybody else? And if you think they're lying, don't touch it. You understand? I want to thank you for listening. I'm asking you to subscribe, share, like, press the ding-dong bell so you know when I upload new content. Watch the video to the end, please. Thank you. Whew. It's going to take me a while to bring myself down. It's all good. We just talking. But I want it to be effective talk. I don't want to waste my breath. Because really, I could use these breaths to live another day. But I think it's worth it to say to the community at large, to the information nation, we got to stop this. I also have that letter ready. I've decided I'm going to post it. You read it and do what you want to do with it. I cannot tell you what to do, but I can post it. And I think I'm going to post it in a short. But you'll know. All right? I want to thank you so much. And remember, you don't know what you don't know. But now you know. Until we meet again.